Good evening, and welcome to our first edition of MXCC News this fall. We'll start out tonight right here on campus, where Middlesex Community College has been chosen as the spotlight of a small budget horror film. MXCC News reporter Sophia Moreno visited the set and tells us more.
On September 24, 2021, Middlesex was transformed into a film set for the movie Dark Circles.
Dark Circles is a psychological horror film that follows the character Martin Malone, played by Damien Maffei, who is a lonely voyeur with incredible peeping Tom skills. Because he is so skilled with observation, he starts to notice things in the town are not as normal as they would seem, and that he may actually be being watched by a group that is much more sinister than a peeping Tom could ever be.
The executive producer contacted Middlesex for permission to roll for 3 days, which were crucial for the production.
I had contacted an email inquiry that I saw online, and then I actually got in contact with Ms. Hogan, and she's been incredible setting up with Mr. Nocera and Richard, and they have been a great source for us in teamwork.
We were able to use a lot of the office locations at the school. We've also been able to utilize classrooms. Great library here, the scene we have in the library. What's awesome about the Middlesex is we had this script and we didn't really have to change up the locations, just everything was available here at the school.
Safety protocols were required by everyone on set.
For us to ensure that we can film safely and be able to film with large people and large background and have crews, you got to have somebody that's making sure everyone has a negative COVID test, that's checking them, that's wearing face masks, cleaning rooms, and just making sure that we can be as safe as humanly possible.
Some students were even offered the opportunity of being production assistants for this film.
I am very excited to have this opportunity, working with some fellow students from Center for New Media Productions. That's been lots of fun, and getting some real film experience. This is a real film, so the opportunity has been excellent.
It's really exciting being a PA because not only do you get to see them, create the story in front of you, create the film in front of you, but you also get to help out in it, which is what really, really is exciting for me, and been given these memories that I just won't forget.
The common jobs for a PA on a set like this is a little bit of everything. Sometimes, a lot of the time, you're fulfilling positions that a low-budget film doesn't have the money for, certain positions, so PAs often do a little bit of skilled labor that they can learn a lot from.
Many crew members appreciated the help of the student PAs.
The PAs have been super awesome. I've worked on several projects in which we have had no PAs, and that's always a pain. And when we started this thing out, we didn't have anyone, and it was very apparent that we needed an extra set of hands here and there on set helping each department.
As they say, it takes a village to make a film. I think the student PAs have been very helpful in utilizing our time here at school to help us get what we need to get done. The ability to make a film is a very hands-on process, as I'm sure you guys are aware, and the more hands you have to do that, usually the better product you get.
Students learned a lot, and the crew had fun filming at the school. Reporting for MXCC News, I'm Sophia Moreno.
Dark Circles took 20 days to shoot and will be released in 2022. The film will be available on a horror streaming service called Shudder. As students get ready to relax at the end of the day, MXCC's Student Senate is busy getting a show ready for everyone to enjoy. MXCC News reporter Louis Rosa tells us about the event and its guests.
Hello everybody, Louis Rosa here, reporting live from Middlesex Community College, awaiting the big movie screening of Godzilla vs. Kong, where the college is promoting free food, games, and most importantly, social distancing. Before the event, we spoke with the Director of Activities, Janet Klink, about the event and how it benefits the community.
It yields itself to being a very safe event to hold. We have our cars parked every other parking space, so even if people have their windows open, there isn't a car next to them.
Klink says the parking arrangement allows space for people to set up chairs in the empty spots to watch the movie.
I think everybody's happy to get out. It seems a little bit normal to go to a drive-in movie theater. It seems a little retro, a little fun. So once we started, it just feels like a normal event that we can offer.
Not only does Janet Klink think the drive-through movie event is good for the community, local parents think so as well.
Well, I think it's great. It's a sense of normalcy that we haven't had for a while, and just the fact that we're able to do it, I think, helps us cope with things that are still going on and the uncertainty that's still going on. But it's a step in the right direction.
During the event, we talked with students about how excited they are to see a movie in person.
I think this was a great idea. Basically, people are separated, people are social distancing, and we're just watching movies.
It feels so much better to go to this drive-in movie. It's back to the classic ways. Instead of staying at home and maybe streaming a movie, we have this community aspect, and that's what MXCC is all about.
It feels good to be, again, back with people watching things. I've never actually done a drive-in movie, so this is my first one, so I'm pretty excited.
And how they got involved with the event.
We have both a student senate and social planning committee that any student is able to come to down in Chapman room 605.
But most importantly, we asked who they think is going to win in this movie, Godzilla or Kong.
I think they're going to make out at the end and realize that make love, not war, I mean, again, I saw the movie. They kiss at the end. They totally kiss. They love each other.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no, they love each other.
Reporting live from Middlesex Community College, Luis Rosa, MXCC News.
For more information on upcoming MXCC events, check out the Student Activities page on the MXCC website. If you filled up your gas tank recently, it cost a lot more than it used to. Prices haven't been this high since 2014. MXCC News reporter Javon DeCarlo talked to drivers about the pain at the pump.
Have you noticed the rise in gas prices? Today's national average of $3.27 is 10 cents more than a month ago and $1.09 more than a year ago. Middletown residents acknowledge the increase, especially with premium gas.
Yes, we have noticed a lot with our bikes, actually. We put the good gas in, so we do notice that, yes.
It used to take around $30 to fill my tank. Now it takes $40 to $45.
With this increase, people have been feeling the impact in their budget as well.
Definitely impacted my financial status a little bit, especially because I'm part-time instead of full-time at work now. So it's not the best thing to have to pay a little bit more for gas once you're making less money than most.
Despite the rise, some people aren't deterred from traveling with their friends.
It's part of what it is. I gotta pay it, I gotta pay it, you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, studies show there will not be a decrease in gas prices anytime soon. Javon DeCarlo in Middletown, MXCC News.
If you're looking for the cheapest gas prices near where you live, check out GasBuddy.com. Still ahead, after taking a year off, the Durham Fair is back and better than ever. We'll show you what's changed and what stayed the same. Then, a childhood icon checks back in, how Steve from Blue's Clues is striking a chord 20 years later.
I really had no idea of what I wanted to do, so I worked a lot of minimum wage jobs. And finally, I was just like, I just need to go back to school because I wanted to get a business degree. And Middlesex Community College was super convenient. I got a lot out of Middlesex. I never thought I would have reached this far with my associate's degree. It allowed me to buy a house. I was able to get married. It was a dream.
I chose Middlesex because they had a lot of different programs that I was interested in. For me, it was just easier to come here part-time and also keep my job. Middlesex, I would say, helped me get my foot in the door in the news business. The Center for New Media has all the stuff that I see daily at News 8 to be able to jump on and say, I have experience with a control room, I have experience with a TV studio. It's definitely a good choice.
This fall, we have more to look forward to than just corn mazes and pumpkins. Fair season is back. Last year, COVID canceled the Durham Fair, but this year, it's back in action. MXCC News reporter Javon DeCarlo takes us to Durham to talk to the organizers about the festivities.
Good afternoon, Middlesex News. I'm here in the Giant Chair, just 2 hours away from the opening of the Durham Fair. It's been off for over a year due to COVID, but now it's back and ready for more. The pandemic changed all of our lives back in 2020. But the tight-knit community of Durham and Middlefield held on to hope that the fair would bring family and friends back together in mere months. The cancellation hit them hard.
I was devastated. It was heartbreaking, but it was needed for the safety of everyone involved, kids, grown-ups. You know, it's the pandemic, you can't change it.
After a long wait, the reunion of family and friends has built excitement, although some are worried the ongoing pandemic will hinder attendance.
There's always excitement for the fair. People look forward to it. People come home for the fair to see people that they haven't seen in the past year. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainties as the amount of people that come. Usually our biggest concern is the weather. This year with COVID, we're not sure if the attendance is going to be better or worse.
I think people are really excited. There may be a group of people that are a little nervous for coming out too. So again, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I think the biggest question is that of uncertainty. And we're still sitting here on Thursday afternoon a little bit uncertain, but we feel pretty good about how things are going to go.
One question we found to be on everyone's mind this year: how is the largest agricultural fair in Connecticut going to keep its visitors safe?
So you'll see signs on the buildings that suggest that, you know, you should wear a mask in the building. Non-vaccinated people certainly should. One of the big things this year is got to make sure we have more hand sanitizing areas and masks available if people need them.
Although organizers are expecting people to take personal responsibility in following the governor's guidelines, there will be over 100,000 masks available at hospital units around the fairgrounds.
I just want to see people's faces. I want to see everyone smile. I want to see everyone come and enjoy their day when they come and visit.
At the Durham Fair in Middlefield, Javon DeCarlo, MXCC News.
With Halloween just around the corner and a pandemic still a concern, there is guidance about how to handle trick-or-treating this year. I went a week ago to ask our community about what they are doing to be safe this holiday. This is Andrew Scott. I'm reporting here in front of these pumpkins at Stop and Shop to report on something scarier than Freddie and Jason combined, coronavirus. We're here asking real people how they plan to deal with trick-or-treating and trick-or-treaters.
Well, I live in an apartment building, so or at home, no, but at work they are planning on letting people trick-or-treat.
HealthyChildren.org recommended that families stick to outdoor trick-or-treating and doing so in small groups. For handing out candy and other goodies, the website recommended sitting outside and lining up individually prepackaged treats for children to take.
They're planning on putting goodie bags together so that they'll set them out on the porch for the kids, but that sounds about like all they're going to do.
This Halloween celebrations should be able to go ahead safely, he said. That's a refreshing change from last year's celebrations that were largely canceled due to high cases of COVID-19 and no vaccine available yet.
Yes, yeah, I mean, it's all over. I mean, the grocery store, school, I mean, COVID is something to live with.
I really don't think that it's something to overly concern. Obviously, you want to be careful just like any other day. Make sure you wash your hands, make sure you do things that are important, but I don't think it's fair to think that if people go out and do things that they're automatically going to get sick.
Scott reporting still here live in front of the pumpkins from MXCC, signing off. And for all you little ghouls and goblins trick-or-treating this year, remember to wear your mask to minimize the spread. Still ahead, Steve from Blue's Clues makes an unexpected appearance. His heartwarming message for fans all these years later.
I was homeschooled, and after doing a lot of research, I found MXCC, and it looked like a really good fit for me because I wanted to transfer to UConn, and they have the Pathways program. Being homeschooled, it was nice to have smaller classes. The professors really helped me understand the material. I really felt that Middlesex was invested in my education. It's one of the greatest experiences I've had.
So the reason I chose the Middlesex Veterinary Technology Program was because of all the opportunities it had with Piper Olson Veterinary. There's no other place where you would have access to that. I would definitely recommend Middlesex to anybody who's interested in that career because you're going to be 100% prepared to start your job. That is really empowering.
Finally tonight, we get to check in on a childhood legend that we all know and love. Hey everyone, Casual Andrew here. I'm here to ask you, do you remember this?
Hi. You got a second? Okay.
A little over a month ago, the actor Stephen Burns, who played Steve from Blue's Clues, took to Twitter personally to talk to all of us.
It made me feel really happy that finally I have some sort of comfort that he didn't just leave and join a band, or there were so many theories that he had like cancer and all these different things. So it was very comforting, and it filled my heart with joy.
And I wanted to tell you that I really couldn't have done all of that without your help. And in fact, all the help that you helped me with when we were younger is still helping me today, right now. And that's super cool.
And the internet seemed to kind of take it and run. It seems that this is something that everybody not only wanted to hear, but kind of needed it.
To be honest, I used to have computer games. I used to watch it every day when I was getting ready for elementary school. Taught me a lot.
This meant a lot to a lot of people. It's nice knowing that someone's rooting for us, even if they've never even met us.
Kids are shaped personality-wise by a lot of the things that they watch and even video games that we play. I think especially in our generation, the closure that he gave us was very much needed, especially during the pandemic and everything that's happening. So I think it was very important for us to hear something positive for once.
I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way. Whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
And if that doesn't warm your heart, I don't know what will. That's all the time we have for tonight. We'll be back next month with another edition of MXCC News. Good night, everyone.